Okay, so I was just ranting about this, but I'm a Marvel girly, and I'm bringing my Marvel stuff here. So I was just saying, I've been saying, if you don't know, if you're not an MCU fan, I can't really explain it to you right now, but a Marvel did a 3 hour. Okay, they did a reveal on a 3 hour live stream of 26 cast members of Avengers Doomsday. I counted. I think it's like 26, 25. And first, we have confirmation that it's not all the cast. Um, I wish people would shut up about that. That's one of the things I want to get into first and foremost. Shut up and wait, because you don't know what Marvel has planned. That's not all the cast. We have it kind of confirmed that it's not all the cast. Relax. I think people are kind of annoyed because it's how they choose to announce it. This production like announcement makes sense to me. First, because it's because okay, this is why I tell people all the time, like I've told people where I'm like, I don't watch like Marvel TikTokers. I only follow like the Joker, who's that black girl, and that's it. And like I semi follow Straw Hat. I don't really, after the whole union stuff that happened. If you don't know, then I'm not explaining it to you. But like, yeah. But like, that's it. And the reason why I don't follow Marvel TikTokers is because they don't know anything. They were not here back in the day when Marvel was placing the bricks. No, I don't care. I don't care what your idiot like green screen glass. Like I don't care what the film bros say on the TikTokies. I'm gonna listen to new rock stars, and you should follow them because they were here when Marvel was doing their press tours for Infinity War and Endgame. And the reason why I say this is because I don't believe people who were not in the fandom like me. I started being a Marvel fan in 2020. And by that point, Marvel was kind of on lockdown, right? Like, Marvel was not really doing anything. And a lot of us became fans in that 2020, 2021 period. Now I'm not one of those psychotic, weirdo people I hate Wanda fans. No, no, no. I got Disney Plus because I wanted to watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Back in 2020, all the Marvel movies was not on Disney Plus. They were still on easy to watch on Infinity. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for me, I joined right as the Infinity War and Endgame era was literally ending. So for me, I kind of was just in the Marvel fan when a lot of girls joined. And when I criticize Marvel stands, because I do it a lot, I am excluding myself because I've never hated Marvel for anything. I've ignored shows, yes, I've not watched things, hello, but that's just out of my own volition. I've never seen What If, I've never seen the Scroll Show, like, I don't care. I can pick what I don't want to watch. I know what I want to watch from Marvel, I know what I don't want to watch. I've watched majority of the Marvel TV shows. I've enjoyed majority of the Marvel TV shows. I love Marvel when it's just expanding the universe. And what I hate about Marvel is phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. They did a lot of expanding, but the problem was people didn't like it. People liked when Marvel, they didn't like it. It was weird because they had their TV shows, they had their shorts and their one-offs, but nobody really cared. And I think I want Marvel to expand the universe. I want Marvel to have their ground level basic. Like, I don't need it. I don't need the crazy I don't. I want my simple I like my simple food. Okay, I can eat my simple little snacks. I don't need a full course meal from Marvel. But what I hate is first the men of Marvel. Marvel has always pandered to their male audience. They have always done what the men who give them money want, and not the girls who pay their bills want. Okay, but with this cast announcement, I'm seeing all you guys get on your little phones and tweet out and act like this weird, crazy Marvel fans that people make us out to be. And I'm going to say this. First, wait. We know that more people are probably coming. And second, you were not there when Marvel did their Infinity War and Endgame press. And I knew you weren't because you're acting like them bringing in these characters like nostalgia bait. First, I have been doing a lot of like research and stuff, and I really do believe that Marvel, and I trust Russo Brothers. I trust Kevin Feige. I trust them with bringing Robert Downey Jr. back. I think that his character and the fact that he's playing this character is going to be integral to the next phases of the MCU. I think Marvel, and I feel bad because I think a lot of people forget that Marvel's been going through a lot of misgoddamn fucking steps. Excuse my language. But I think a lot of people first need to give Marvel some goddamn grace. They've had several of their actors come out and be abusers or bad people, and they have to scramble to fix what little thing they have left. And then they also have a lot of their older actors retiring and not coming back, and it's a bunch of crap going on that they just need to wait. And I think people need to understand that Marvel has whole day production. Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four look incredible, and if you are hating on these movies, I'm serious, I'm coming for you. I will make several videos screenshotting names and profiles and being like, no, you said the movie was gonna flop. And yeah, also, you guys, I'm dead serious. But Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts are looking up to be great, good movies. I think Captain America, Brave New World, I enjoyed the movie, okay? I love Sam. I love him. I'm happy he's getting his own shine. I like the movie. The movie was good. Wasn't a necessary female character in the movie. We could have cut her ass out. I'm sorry. We could have cut her out. She could have been replaced with Sharon. I'm just saying. Anyways, I loved the movie. It was applause. But with this like whole Doomsday thing, I think a lot of you guys need to do some research back then when Marvel was doing the Infinity War and Endgame press, because I'm sure a lot of people had their panties in a twist when Marvel was doing their press for Infinity War and Endgame. And Doomsday is setting up to be the Infinity War of this. Clearly, it's setting up to be the foundation. One thing I find really interesting is Thanos wasn't really set up. Like, he had his cameos and he was Gamora's dad, but like he wasn't like, if you were like me and you didn't watch Guardians of the Galaxy, because don't hate me, okay? I'm excited for James Gunn Superman, but I didn't care about Guardians, and stuff like that. I just think, whatever. So, and you like didn't watch post credit scenes, you might even know Thanos as like the guy from like the end of the credit scenes. So I don't think people are like, they didn't set up Dr. Doom. I'm like, girl, calm down. Thanos, if you were an average seer and you weren't like deep in the lore, you wouldn't know who Thanos was, bitch. Calm down. But also did a good job of setting up Thanos' backstory in the movie. So I really like that. So I think this is going to be dog cameo. I think this is going to be the Infinity War of like Dr. Doom. Also, like, we have X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Avengers. And I think that it's clear that the Fantastic Four movie that we're getting, it's going to lead into Doomsday. And it's clear that the Thunderbolts movie is going to lead into that, which leads into Doomsday, which is like, those three movies are clearly connected. I think that the X-Men are going to be Multiverse of Madness. Like, they introduced them and they killed them off. And one thing I liked about that was their cameos. I didn't even really, I wasn't crazy about Multiverse of Madness either. It was fine. I liked the horror of the movie. I like Doctor Strange, so like, I enjoyed the movie. Either way, I don't really care that much about Wanda. That's the problem. But, what I think is really interesting is, they revealed their cameos. So, they're not cameos, and I think that's what the problem is. People are like, they're cheap nostalgic looks. To me, if they didn't tell us they were in the movie, and I went to go see the movie, and it was like a Multiverse of Madness, or it was kind of like a Deadpool in a way, a little bit. Deadpool was a little bit more better to me, and they just kind of appeared, and we left their stories unanswered, I would be kind of annoyed. And with like Multiverse of Madness, they killed them, which I didn't love. Like, I liked it because it was funny, and it was kind of like, but like, but to me, I'm like, they revealed them, which means they're either going to die in the first 10, 20, or 30 minutes of this movie, or they're going to play a part in this movie that is actually important. And I can see it being either one. I think their deaths could definitely be important. And I think what they could be showing is, and it's my opinion, that Dr. Doom could, like, he can kill, like, people. Like, he could kill, like, some X-Men. The Fantastic Four was kind of obvious to me, so I'm not shocked about them. We're freaking out about a lot of things. We need to relax. I'm excited because Loki's coming back, which I'm like really happy for. I'm so excited. I think they're not going to kill him. I know people were like they brought him back before they kill him again. I know it's like his thing, but I think if we're getting him back, we're getting him back in a major way. Like after Loki series and after like the success that did, I think we're getting him back in a major way. Honestly, if any of them are dying, it might be Thor. My problem with Thor and like his whole thing is there's never been a Thor replacement except for like Jane. Hello? Natalie Portman's character. Like, except for her. And that's it. Like, I don't know. I have to look up, like, I have to do research in the comics. Obviously, there was, like, the other ones that they were there. But, like, they weren't humans. So, for me, I'm like, he's kind of, if we're not, he's one of those Avengers, like, he's a god. You can't really just kill him off. So, yeah. You know what name I didn't see? Nick Fury. Where the fuck did he go? Bring him. Yeah. I think a lot of people are freaking out over a lot of names that they didn't see. But to me, it's either these names are really important to the story. Like, I genuinely do believe that's why we got them. Specifically, they're important. Or I think this movie is going to be like Infinity War, where they're in different areas. We're following these stories differently. Like, I think we're going to follow the Fantastic Four as they, like, navigate this whole thing and whatever. And I think we're going to follow, like Sam and Bucky, and like they probably would be in Wakanda again, like Infinity War, I think, with like trying to protect and whatever. And I can see that kind of happening. I'm really excited to see this. I think it's gonna be interesting. I know people are saying we're getting a Avengers versus X-Men and like Fantastic Four, and I definitely can see that. I don't know if we are. I think if we're getting that, it's going to be a multiversal thing where the X-Men thinks that, well, your universe's sacrifice will help the greater universe, and the Marvel people, which I don't really think, because they didn't reveal like Doctor Strange and stuff, right? Like, but if it is that, and I think that would probably be it, I do think that it's interesting because I can't really remember the cast in my head, but I think I don't know, it's because there's like 26. So I don't know, but I'm trying to do my math right now. There's not that many X-Men, if I'm not correct. There's only like a few of them. And obviously, different types there's 4 of them. So it's mainly Marvel characters, obviously the MCU ones. So I'm thinking that's going to be our main focus, obviously. I don't know if Marvel would push that. I don't know. But what I do know is you guys need to shut up and stop being whiny babies. And shut up. I think that when people are like Marvel was doing stuff with nostalgia, I'm like, what? Like, if Marvel was doing a nostalgia kick, they would have announced a whole separate X-Men movie with all the original X-Men cast. That's a nostalgia kick. See, you guys don't know what real nostalgia kick is. Like, nostalgia is like, and that whole thing is weird because I'm like, Disney's whole like rebrand live action thing, even if I enjoyed some of them, is like that's what that is. But Marvel's not doing that. Marvel has a wider universe. It is very connected, and it's always been connected. And if you watched the new Daredevil episode, you would know that Marvel connectivity is as small as like a parent's cameo or a name drop as is like a whole team up movie. And I wish Marvel fans would understand that it's always been like that. These cameo things have never really been a thing up until more recent stuff. If anybody made a cameo, it was a name drop. If anybody had a connectivity, it was Doctor Strange interacting with Loki and Thor. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. And I think Marvel fans have forgotten what Marvel originally did in the first 3 phases because you guys are so, again, men. I blame the man of the film. I always do. I always blame the men of the Marvel fandom. I will always do that when it comes down to Marvel because Marvel caters to you guys so much because fanboys. And it's like, ugh, you know? And when Marvel caters to their female audience, like with Eternals and Moon Knight, I have a Moon Knight thing over there. It's like flop. Or Miss Marvel or She-Hulk. It's like flop. We don't want this woke shit. And it's like, they're appealing to the girls who give them more money than you do half of the time, okay? The teen female women of here are giving Marvel their bankrolls right now. You might have given them their money back in the day, but now it's us, and it's incredible to watch them. But like, I've never given up on them the way the fanboys have. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, it's like, just shh. and eat your food and be happy that you got it. Like, it's very complacency. It's very weird. It's very, like, it's a lot. It's a lot of things I just don't like. I've been ranting for a long time. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of annoyed because I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, well, I think they're doing this for, like, nostalgia. And I'm like, nostalgia? Why? First of all, an Avengers movie is really just, it's weird because it's like, look at all your favorite heroes. They're in a movie together. That's kind of the point. But the first Avengers movie was that. The second Avengers movie was that, plus we added more. And then, you know, the third one was Infinity War, and that was like, oh. And then Endgame was the fourth, and we're on our fifth. We're projecting on our fifth Avengers movie, and they have to find a way to connect the first, because like almost there's a good amount of characters who were introduced in phase 2 and 3 who are still in the MCU. So they have to make sure they're in the movie. And they have to make sure their phase 4 characters make it in there somewhere. And then they also have the X-Men and like the Fantastic Four that they want to introduce into the MCU because they finally got their rights back, which I wish people would understand that. Marvel is not in this, like, they didn't own these characters up until a few years ago. Like, dude, and like they have to do that. And it's like, it's not easy, okay? And an Avengers movie for phase 4 wouldn't have made sense because phase 4 was a setup phase, very much like phase uno. Even if phase 1 got an Avengers movie, that made sense. But for phase 4, it was very much a laying the bricks down, right? We get that, right? Okay, don't mind my little doggy. I'm sorry, I want to finish this up because I've been ranting for too long, but like, that's why I don't interact with Marvel TikTok anymore. That's why I just watch New York Stars to get my information, and I follow the Marvel Instagram account on my own. That's why I'm in my own corner. Like, I post about the Marvel stuff. I like the characters. I watch the movies, but I don't interact with Marvel fandom that much anymore on TikTok because you guys are psychotic. So yeah, and you guys are selfish, and you guys are weird men on the low. Okay.